Good evening, everyone. My name's Amy Holmwood, and I'm honored to be with you tonight. Tonight, we're going to be running through a couple things, and I'm going to try to keep it really tight. There's a lot of us that have been traveling for the last few days, and I appreciate you being with us tonight. So I'm going to first go through a business opportunity that was presented to me 5.5 years ago, and it has absolutely changed my life in a direction that I wasn't expecting, and it's been the biggest blessing that I ever could have asked for. And I want to thank a good friend of mine, Marcy Steiner, for sharing this information with me. I'm going to go through something in about 15 minutes that really caught my attention, and then I'm going to talk about some incentives that our company has. So for new people that are on here, this really is just sort of a little bit of a training call, but also just giving you a little bit of information, hopefully that'll be as compelling to you as it was for me when I first saw this. Since I got involved in this company 5.5 years ago, a lot of things have changed. When I first saw this, I had no idea what this was, and I've also been in the, really an expert on supplements. I'm going to change the way that, hold on a second here. An expert on supplements because I've had Lyme disease for about 25 years. I've been really looking at different supplements, and my mother helped me a lot to understand really the best quality of supplements. So when I heard about this information, I was shocked that I didn't know about it, because I've been working with doctors for years on looking at pharmaceutical grade supplements that are very expensive, and I thought I knew it all. So I just want to share that there are some people out there that think they know it all too, but maybe you don't. So I just like to start with this slide. The highest form of ignorance is when you reject something that you don't know anything about. So I hope you guys are open-minded to this. And this is a new conversation. We're talking about something called biohacking. And LifeVantage is the company that we're working with that's really on the forefront of this whole concept, where we're looking at a complex system, which is our body, and we're changing it to optimize its performance, looking at our blueprint, which is our DNA. Essentially, we're hacking into that in a very positive way. And this is something that you'll be hearing more and more about. There are trends today. I don't think anyone can refute that we are in a wellness revolution. Everywhere you look, there are different things that people are making money on with regard to wellness. And there's a lot of things that we're all utilizing that are changing our lives. There's more chiropractors, there's more naturopaths, there's more organic food stores, including places like Walmart and Target. And then there's the nutritional supplement industry, which is totally ripe for disruption based on technology and where we are right now. So over the next 10 years, 10 million new millionaires are going to be made. And in the area of wellness, supplements, online marketing, direct to consumer, and network marketing are all where most of that money is going to be made, because this is a new way people like to do business out of their homes. And the opportunities have to be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity. So when you see something, you have to seize it if it's something that has a timing associated to it, which opportunities do. The people that get involved in these opportunities in any kind of business, usually in the beginning, are the ones that make more money. And you have to kind of know where you're going. So no wind favors him who has no destined port, which is one of my favorite trainers, John Maxwell. I just spent a couple days with him recently. And so, knowing where we're going. And for me, I was going in this direction of wellness just from a consumer. I was spending $400 to $500 a month on supplements. And I didn't understand this category of nutrigenomics and biohacking, which is where we're looking at genetics, we're looking at plants, dietary components that can change the expression of our genes. So this is all because of the Human Genome Project that has enabled scientists to look at what things change gene expression, what medications, what foods, what meditation, what other modalities of wellness, massage and things like that can change the expression of your DNA, turning down the bad genes and turning up the good ones that can prevent things like inflammation and oxidation in the body. And so even people like Dr. Perlmutter, who's one of the most famous neurologists, he has 2 New York Times best-selling books right now that are all around gut and brain connection. And he's talking about the same thing, where genes from moment to moment are going to be changed based on what you put into your body. And things like inflammation, detoxification, and whether antioxidants are working or not are all going to be pivotal to be able to see changes in the body. So everything you do, you're in control of. Only 2 to 3% of your genes are coded. You can change the rest of those. You're in charge. So this is a biohacking conversation. So we are a company that's all about biohacking. So when I got involved in this, I was so excited because I actually am taking control of a complex system, and my Lyme disease is 99% gone as a result of this new way of healing the body. I was using 30 to 40 supplements a day. I just did a training earlier on products and talked about my story. So if somebody wants that, you can go to YouTube and it'll be posted tonight. So quantum biology, this is this transformation inside the wellness sector where we used to look at antioxidants at a ratio of 1 to 1. One antioxidant molecule neutralizes one free radical and it's over. Free radicals are the free radical theory of aging. This is how cells die, get oxidized, mutate DNA, and you start to break down 1 to 1. The new way is through quantum biology, which is using enzymes inside the body to activate your own body's production of antioxidants. Those neutralize free radicals at a rate of 1 million per second every second. So this is a whole new direction that we are capitalizing on at LifeVantage. So this is called a disruptor. We're disrupting the antioxidant sector. We're taking a business model and we're radically changing it forever based on new data, new technology that's available. So when you look at when technology can be disrupted, you want to get it at a time right now, like the world was linear for so long. We weren't trading information. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have, the whole world connected to each other. And so it was linear. And now it's starting to become more exponential where data and information is moving more quickly, as well as on the computer. Every 2 years, that is called Moore's Law. The technology advances. It doubles every 2 years. So all of a sudden you've got this opportunity right now where we sit inside of the supplement sector where we can totally disrupt that because we have a technology that's going exponential as opposed to linear based on the quantum biology of what we have. So what does this mean? What does it mean to have a hyper-connected world? What does exponential growth mean? It means you're not just out there on your own, one person taking one step at a time. Like most people go to work and they work for an hour and they get paid for an hour, or they work for a year and they get paid a salary. This is that, one step, 30 years go by, and at the end of 30 years, you've gone 30 years. That's what you've gone. If you look at exponential, where the technology is doubling every 2 years, this is what happens. You've got 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. It's that same 30 steps goes around the world 26 times if it's a exponential. This is what we're talking about now in science. And we're talking about that in business as well, because why would you just go trade time for dollars when you could have an exponential growth business that's interconnected to everyone in the world that's looking for this kind of information? The biggest companies in the world that have gone from like 0 to $1 billion really fast are all companies capitalizing on exponential growth and using technology to be able to grow their businesses. Uber, technology with their app, right? I don't have to call a taxi anymore. Amazon, I go online and I order everything. I don't want to drive to the store. I don't want to buy books. I want to upload them to my phone. Skype, okay, now we use Zoom. That's what we're using tonight. All of these companies have totally changed because of technology and put other businesses completely out of business. That's what we're talking about right now with what we have. We have an idea. Our company has an idea. We're a Nerve2 activation. We're a biohacking company. We're a Nerf1 activation. We have other science that's with some of our other products. But we literally should just be $1 billion company already just because of the idea that we have and the science that we have. But we're a publicly traded company, so you can look at our stock, and it's about $4 a share right now. The company is at $200 million in sales. It's just getting started. So we literally are at the forefront of this nutrigenomics revolution. And so we are in a business that doesn't have assets. We don't have to have employees. We don't have to spend a bunch of money to run our businesses. I work out of my house. I do have some overhead. I had some people over for lunch today. I went and bought some food, cooked it up. I don't have office space. I don't have employees. This is the new economy, you guys. And I'm part of that. And a lot of people on this webinar tonight are part of that new economy. And that new economy is growing by leaps and bounds exponentially. And it's through using social commerce to capture customers and entrepreneurs, which in our business is distributors together to share information with each other, to be able to work together to provide income to everybody for services and products that somebody's going to buy somewhere anyway. Generally, people are buying supplements online every day. They probably sell more supplements online and Amazon. I recommend not buying a supplement on Amazon that's not directly from the manufacturer, because you don't know where it's been. It could be sitting in somebody's garage. There's a lot of that kind of stuff online. What we're doing is we're just putting this together. We're connecting customers and distributors, entrepreneurs, just like Uber, just like Airbnb, just like, all these other companies. It's no different. And we're LifeVantage. And we are the only supplement in the world proven to extend life in a mammal, a median lifespan in a mammal. That is incredible. Like, we should be $1 billion company just because of that. Not everybody cares about life extension. People just don't know about this yet. The reason that the mice lived longer was because they were healthier and they didn't have as much disease. Their muscles were stronger. Their hair was thicker. They were very, very healthy, and they lived longer. And no other supplement, resveratrol, green tea, turmeric, fish oil, none of that stuff extended life, just so you know, only Protandim, and some drugs as well. So we have a very unique position because we're the only company in the world with 26 published studies to show that we have something absolutely extraordinary. And we ended up going into network marketing on a fluke because we almost went out of business. We were in stores for almost 6 years in 10,000 pharmacies around the United States. So we shifted gears, looked at where we were, looked at our product categories and said, let's get into the exponential growth business, which is not selling one bottle at a time at a CVS. It's doing it through people like me and thousands of other people. So we do have categories that we're in that are very relevant to our company. These are all exploding. If you look at some of the dynamics in the industry of direct sales, there's $186 billion of product being moved through direct sales companies. It dwarfs most other industries. So our company is very unique because we are publicly traded. We can see the earnings of the distributors in our organization, from the beginning distributor that averages about $13 a month to our top distributors who are making around $110,000 a month, $1 million+ a year. And, this is the way it works. I mean, there's a monthly income that comes in because you've got a network of people buying stuff. And depending on what rank you are, you'll fall into this category. I have an Elite Pro 9. That's an average of about $42,000 a month in income, $16,000 on the low side, on the high side, $67,000. This is something I was able to put together in about 3.5 years, just doing what we're doing right now and working from my house. So anyone can do this that has a passion for this. This is like, I could show you Wall Street numbers right now. I have a lot of friends that work on Wall Street. I'm a financial advisor, and our income is greater than the traditional, like a VP at like Goldman Sachs. If they're lucky, they're making $400,000 a year with bonuses right now because the whole market's changed. So we can talk to anybody about this, you guys. This is a freedom plan that is money that comes in every single month. So let me tell you where we are in our company. We started in direct sales in 2009. At the end of 2009, we were doing $3 million a year when we were at CVS and GNC. And then we started into direct sales, and we started out doing about 11 million in our first year. And then it was 26 million. And, then it went to 100. When I got involved, it was 100 million. Now it's 200 million. Now, when you compare that, and we're still down here because until we get to about 300 million, give or take, that's kind of when the company is going to go into something called momentum. And this is what we can look at other companies that have had this experience, where we're still kind of in the pioneering phase of our company. We're past formulation, but we haven't hit critical mass, that tipping point yet. And when that happens, that's when the company takes a trajectory. So when you look at Nu Skin, as an example, it's a $2.5 billion company. I just did a lot of research on this yesterday because we're kind of comparing where Nu Skin was when they got going to where LifeVantage is right now, because there's a lot of things that are very similar in our history. They're publicly traded. They're one of the top 100 companies, most trusted companies in the world. It's a fantastic company. It's now in over 100 countries. But before they went into momentum, they were in about 10 countries, and that's where we are right now. They also had I think it was about 3% of their distributors were something called hyper enrollers, where that means that a distributor in the company is enrolled on average about 10 new distributors themselves. When that starts to happen, where we have maybe that amount of distributors that are enrolling that much, that's when the company is like, there's enough people running around talking about this that now we're going to actually start to grow. So we're in a very similar place. Just to show you what happened for them, they when they were doing about 5 years into it, they were doing about $4 million a month. And then within 2 years, they were doing $52 million a month. And this is what happens when you've got that 80% growth. So that's where we're anticipating that our company is right now. We're very financially stable. We're not a startup. We've been in business since 2003. We didn't go into direct sales until 2009. So we had a nice history there of getting our product formulated properly, getting all of our patents, raising money on Wall Street to grow our business, trying to figure out how to distribute this back in the dinosaur age, which was like, 15 years ago when we started with this. And now the science is starting to catch up on this NRF2 activation and protein nutrigenomics, transcriptional protein story. Nobody knew about that back then, and they still don't today. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we're sharing with you guys. Like, this doesn't come along in this type of a company very often. We've got somebody called me earlier today, and they're friends with a top leader in another company that's been around since 1980, similar to Nu Skin, and it starts with H. And she said, what could I tell him about our company? And I said, well, you don't need to tell him, because he's not going to leave. He's with a very strong company, or this company with an H is very strong. So why would he leave if he's one of the beginning people? But maybe he knows somebody that would like to have an opportunity like this again, because this doesn't come along very often, that you have a company that's financially stable that has not hit momentum yet, and it has products like we have. So anyone out there that's looking to change their life and have a different type of an income stream that keeps paying you when you're sleeping, where else are you going to find that except in our industry, unless you have a lot of money to invest in the stock market, in investments, or in real estate that can give you a nice return. Where else are you going to do it? Or maybe you'll be a writer, or make a movie, or a songwriter. I don't know. Good luck with that. So we're at about 65,000 distributors, and it takes about 135,000 active distributors before the company before it's like a once in a lifetime opportunities, anything under that. So these are the countries that we're in. This is right off of our website. We're just about to open in China in a little bit of a different business model. But just so you know, in terms of the global population, there's 3.8 billion people that are connected on the internet right now, and versus the entire population. But within about 5 years, the whole world will be connected. So the entire world is your oyster in this type of a business. And if it's not LifeVantage, everybody should be looking at a business like this. It's like, which one are you in? Why wouldn't anybody want to have the opportunity to work with 8 billion people all over the world? It just doesn't make any sense not to, especially when you have something that's consumable that people are going to keep buying, that has a very high reorder rate, that improves people's health better than any other product on the market right now. So this is how you have to recognize a business opportunity. You have to be able to analyze it. You have to be able to see the most important elements of it. Timing and trends. Wellness. Can't get any better than that. Company. Been in business since 2003. Financially stable. Very low debt. Publicly traded. Amazing group of leaders that have been in the industry for over 30 years. Products. No competition. The system. We're showing it to you right now how we work together. Everything is laid out. We have training. We have everything that can help everybody grow a business very quickly. Our culture is really unique. Most of us are not network marketers. We were in other businesses, and a lot of professional physicians and people in the science community. So it's a very interesting culture, very robust. And then our compensation plan is constantly being voted as in the top 10 of all of the direct sales companies. So we really have a unique situation. I will share with you real quickly that we do have some sponsorship that we're doing right now through a sports team. The fastest growing sport in the world is soccer, the National Soccer League, with Real Salt Lake. We are the jersey front sponsor. So that's kind of cool. We have a little bit of a presence there in the stadium. And also we're starting to have some billboard presence with Biohack Country. These are the universities that have done research on us. We are very unique in that we have 23 published studies that are on the National Institute of Health website, pubmed.gov. So you guys can take a look at that and look up Protandim on there, Protandim. Whoever invited you on this can get you that information. I really encourage you guys and to do the right kind of research when you look for stuff like this, because there's a lot of bad information on the internet, and the first page of Google is where all the bad stuff ends up being, because people use ads on there to try to compete with us. So it's going to say it's a scam and all that, but you've got to go past that and use something called Google Scholar, scholar.google.com, and then you type in Protandim and LifeVantage, and you could go for 10 hours reading stuff. So I just want you guys to make sure that you understand that, because we don't want you to, I guess that was my last slide. Thought I had some more. So I'm going to wrap with this. I don't have enough time. I've got a little training I'm going to do after this. If anybody wants to stay on that was just invited for the business part, you're welcome to stay on and listen to some of the other stuff we're working on. Whoever invited you can tell you how you can get involved in the company and give you more information. So happy that you guys are here. I'm going to share with you guys some of the training that we're doing right now. We do have some incentives at the company, and one of them is called a Pacesetter promotion. I want to walk through with you all what that looks like. And basically, this is going to be something that we're testing at the company. And if it works out well, we're going to keep this as part of our compensation plan. So I'm really excited. What it does is it pays you for activity that you're already doing anyway, which is enrolling and creating volume in your business. The contest starts from February of this year through June 2018. So anyone who enrolls this month can qualify in this contest. Essentially, they can go all the way through the end of March and have it count as their first month. So you don't have to panic and rush to do this, but just know that each month that you can achieve what I'm about to explain to you, you're going to make extra money outside of your regular compensation. So it's called a Pacesetter program because we're setting a pace to grow your business quickly. The faster you can get in and grow your business, the more successful you will be, and so will your team in duplicating, growing your business. So basically what you're going to do is when you reach the rank of Pro 2, which is $2,500 in volume in a calendar month, you are going to earn an extra $100, and you're going to earn one ticket to go into a raffle to win a Indy pace car, which we saw at the convention this weekend, which those cars are worth a lot of money. I think it's got to be at least $50,000 car. It's incredible. I don't have a picture of it with me. Okay, so in your first month, which is if you're starting today, you have till the end of March. If you're a new person that enrolled in February, you have until the end of the month to hit the rank of Pro 2, which is $2,500 in volume in a calendar month. So next month, you're going to have to do $2,500 in volume in that month of March. Or you can do it this month too, which is basically, we've got another week and a half to be able to get $2,500 in volume. You're going to make $100. Then the next month, you have to hit it again. You have to hit that $2,500 again in order to get the $100 for the first month. When you hit it again, you're going to get another $100. So that's $200. Now, you're also going to get another raffle ticket. So now you get 2 tickets. They also have something to pay new distributors that are going to hit the rank of Pro 3 during this period. They have to hit the rank of Pro 3, which is 5,000 in personal volume, which is what you're using, what your customers are buying, and all your distributors, in all your organizational volume, not personal volume. I made a mistake there. So it's your $5,000 in volume in a calendar month. You have to have that within the 90-day period. So starting, you have March, April, and May to make the rank of Pro 3, and you're going to get another $250 on top of that, which would be amazing. And then you got to hit it again, though. So you got to hit 5,000 again the following month. So that would be June. That would be your final month. So you would make $500. You can make $700. So new people can make an extra $700 on top of all the commission that you're going to be earning from just enrolling all these new people. We earn 40% commission. So when you think about that volume, that 5,000 in volume, 40%, that's $2,000 right there. That's just on 1 month of 5,000 in volume. So if it's picking up new volume, you're going to make that 40%, which is fantastic. But just remember, the next month, those people that you enrolled, they're going to start doing stuff. So their volume is going to count too. So it's not as hard as it sounds to do this. Also, for those of us who are beyond the rank of Pro 3 already, we can become what's called a Pacesetter Pro. And that is by enrolling 3 Pacesetters. So if we can get 3 people that qualify as Pacesetters during this contest period, we will be a Pacesetter Pro, and that's going to give us 3 raffle tickets that will be able to go inside the Indianapolis car raffle, which is totally awesome. And we'll also have extra recognition at our events being a Pacesetter Pro, which is really important to help grow your business faster. So that is pretty much the essence of this. Now, there are some people who in the past were higher ranked and now they've fallen back. So if they've fallen back to the rank of Pro 1, which is 1,000 in volume, doesn't matter what their rank has been in the past, but their current rank is being paid as a Pro 1, they can also go into this program and become a Pro 2 again by getting 2,500 in volume and having the extra $100. Now, if you were someone like that, you must qualify as a Pro 2 in February. So you've got to get that $2,500 in volume in February. You don't get that exception to go through March like the new people. So you would have February at $100, March another $100 by hitting Pro 2 again, and then go into your Pro 3, and you can progress and make the money the same way, but you've got to start in the month of February to qualify as a Pro 2. So that's the Pacesetter promotion. Now the next promotion is our Puerta Vallarta incentive trip, which is going to be so awesome. Now everyone has to qualify for this to be able to be invited on this. This is not a incentive trip that has elite distributors automatically being qualified, which is a different, so this is another trip, okay? We're going to the Bahamas in May, and then this trip's in September. I can win another trip for my family to go to Puerta Vallarta, and I'm telling you, this company, I mean, I've traveled all over the world with insurance companies, and this company outdoes the trips. We've been to the Mediterranean, we've been all over the world with this company. It's incredible. All right, so Puerta Vallarta, here we go. So this is how you're gonna, here's your qualification period. Same thing, February through June. It mirrors the Pacesetter program. That Pacesetter program is gonna enable you to win points for this contest. You wanna get 1,000 points is the minimum amount that you have to earn in order to qualify as a winner of the trip. Now, there's 7 levels of points. So the first level doesn't include plane tickets. So I'm going to show you that in a second. But here's the trip dates, write it down. And if you know it's 1,000 points, the way I'm looking at this is 200 points a month. Like, how am I going to get 200 points? Everybody has the same opportunity to win this. 200 points per month is kind of the way I'm looking at it, because we have about 5 months to do this. So here are how you earn points. Now, if you become a Pacesetter Pro, you earn 100 points. Pro 2, right? Pacesetter Pro 3, 150 points. Rank requires rank advancement to Pro 2 or 3 and maintain that for a month. To keep these points, just like the Pacesetter Pro program, you have to be able to maintain them for a month after you get it that first month. So you can earn 100, so there's 250 right there. Pacesetter Pro, if you become a Pacesetter Pro where you get 3 distributors under you that were Pacesetters, you're going to earn 200 points for that. Now, if you enroll as you're building your business, all you Pacesetters out there, when you enroll somebody with a platinum pack, you're going to earn 60 points when you do that. This is every time you enroll somebody, you're going to earn these points. The gold is 30, the silver is 15. Any preferred customer that you sign up, you're going to get 5 points for that. So I'm going crazy with preferred customers right now. That's why I did that product presentation earlier. I'm going to be using that to help promote our products so we can sign up customers for this purpose. And it's so smart because not everybody's running around getting a lot of customers, even though 80% of all our volume comes from customers. Not everybody's doing that. A lot of people are just working on their downlines if they're really successful, and they're enrolling new distributors. So you can earn 300 points total, you guys. Can't just enroll all platinum people and earn 1,000 points. You can only earn 300 points for enrollments for tier 1 to 3, and I'm going to show you what that is, and 600 maximum points for this category, tiers 4 through 7. So here's tier 1 through 3, okay? Points needed for that. 2,000 if you want a trip for 2 with 2 airline tickets. Tier 2, trip for 2, 1 airline ticket, 1,600. Trip for 2, no airfare. So, you know, you can still win this, and, you know, maybe you have frequent flyer miles and go on the trip. So you see, this is the maximum points that you can get for this category is 600 if you want to go for tiers 4 through 7, which is you're getting spa, you're getting first class tickets, 2,800 points, 2 first class, and a spa, and $1,000 in cash, etc. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to really go for it here. So when you start looking at rank advancements, that's where you can really also earn a lot of points. So moving to Pro 2, you're going to earn 20 points. Every month that you have that rank, you're going to earn those points. So if you're a Pro 2, you're going to earn 20. The next month, so just add up, you've got 5 months. So remember that. I'm really focusing on this 200 a month, and we're going to lay out a bunch of different examples for you guys. I don't have time to do it tonight, but the company's putting together some samples that we can send out, and those will be on Facebook. So when you look at your rank advancements, each month that you hold the rank, you're going to pick up those points. So just remember, you have 5 months to be getting these points. Now, here's is really cool. Subscriptions with the Vitality Stack. Now, a lot of you guys know this is our stack. This is what everyone that is smart, that understands this biohacking stack, is the best in the world right now. This is all a person needs to take. I used to take 40 to 50 supplements a day when it was at my worst, 20 to 30 when I was like just being normal. Now I'm taking 9 pills basically. And they're all, we've got the Omega, we've got our probiotic, and then we have our Nerf 1 and Nerf 2. And they're sealed, so they're so fresh. This is $151 subscription per month for 30-day supply. Phenomenal price for this. So anyway, when you convert your customers to Vitality Stacks, every month you're going to earn $3 on each one of those people. So if you go in your back office and you look and see how many customers you have, every single one of those people should be converting to this. And then you'll get those points every month. And I know a lot of you guys have hundreds and hundreds of customers in your downline. I know I have like 6,000 customers in my downline. I think probably more than that. And half of them are on just 1 bottle of Protandem. So if I could convert some of them to that, then that would be incredible. And I think you all have an opportunity to do that too. And this is just going to transform our whole business if we start to really build our businesses thinking about incentives like this and looking month to month to month. So we'll be having Facebook groups on this. We'll be having discussions about it, figuring out different strategies. And I'm going to want to open this up for questions because I'm sure you guys might have some. And you guys can unmute yourselves. I'm sorry my glasses are like, I can see the reflection of myself in my glasses. But I can't see tonight. The lights are too dark in here. So I'm actually going to stop the record. I'll leave the recording on for this part. So anybody have questions, please feel free to ask. I think just somebody unmute yourself so I know at least it works.
Hey, Amy, we're unmuting ourselves.
Okay, good. Thank you. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
How are you?
Good.
Hey, Amy, I have a question. This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
So question, so just going through the points on the, and I don't know if you know, but I'm just curious if you have, or you do. So we personally enroll a preferred customer, right? We get 5 points. Then if they, so if they enroll and they enroll on a Vitality Stack, do we get 5 points for that too? Or is it just for the conversion? Previous customers already on and they convert to a Vitality Stack?
I think it's the first month, when you have a new customer, that's a spot order. That's a new order.
Okay.
That's going to get 5 points. I think then when the subscription starts the following month, that's when you're going to get your 3 points.
Perfect. So that's perfect. Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
It's Amy Stokes. Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
All right. I have two distributors in mind. One enrolled with a platinum pack in September, and the other enrolled with the gold pack in October. They're auto shipments, but they haven't begun to really work the business yet. So are they still eligible?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have to, you mean for the Pacesetter or for this?
Yeah, for the Pacesetter.
Yeah, of course, but they're not new. So they're going to have to hit Pro 2 this
Right.
month. Yep, absolutely.
Okay,
That's
cool.
Great question and perfect example. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Amy. It's Kim Richard. How are you?
Good. How are you, Kim?
I'm good. Thank you. I have a question. So like my daughter, she and her husband both order the Vitality Stack under the one ID. Do they get points for both Vitality Stacks, or is it just for one on an auto ship?
So they're both on the same auto ship, but there's two stacks in there.
Correct.
Yeah, they should get points for two. That's a great question.
Okay. We tried to call corporate today, but they're closed. So I thought maybe you knew.
No, gosh, you gotta. It wouldn't make any sense to not give double points for that, right?
Well, that's what we thought too. We can call them tomorrow, though. It was a great question.
Yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah, good question.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? What is it? Okay, perfect. All right.
Amy.
Well, yes. Hi.
It's Bridget. I got one more question.
Okay, Bridget.
You were talking about the points earned towards different tiers. Can you be a little bit more explicit? Like from what categories go to which tiers? You said, I think it was a maximum of 300 points can go to the first few tiers.
Yes. 300 points for enrollment packs, right? And new customer points can go for the first three tiers. So that's the first three tiers are 1,000 points, 1,600, and then 2,000. Okay, to get those first three tiers, the first one being just the trip, the second one is the trip and one ticket, the third one is the trip and two tickets, and then once you get to tier 4 through 7, you can use 600 points towards the points for that. And this is online at Pace. If you just look up, it's in the Facebook groups. All of our different groups that we're using will be in there. Pacesetter promotion, you can just Google it too, and it'll pull right up. Give you all the details, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Bridget. I think you should put the camera closer to your face next time. Oh my gosh, I love this group. Anyone else? Oh, Lord.
Amy,
Yes.
this is Leanne.
Hi, Lee. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can you turn up your volume a little? Okay. Hi. You there? Yeah, we lost you. Anybody else?
I hit unmute.
Okay, there you go.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
This question may be redundant, but it wasn't specific enough for me. Last month I went Pro 2. So to be eligible for the Pacesetter, I have to be Pro 3 by the end of this month? That's what I thought.
No, you have 90 days to hit Pro 3.
Okay, so if I could still be qualified for the 250 for the Pro
Yeah.
3.
That's right. You can get 250 and then 250 again.
Okay.
Okay, and you can get those points for the trip.
Right,
Pro
right.
3, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great question.
So if people in my downline have preferred customers, those points just go for the person that enrolled them,
Correct.
correctly?
These are all direct enrollment points. None of the points accumulated in your downline that are enrolled by other people count towards you, other than
Right.
rank advancement points. So if you rank advance, you're going to pick up extra points too.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to see you. All right, I'll take one more question. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much. And we will be having more trainings on this as we're out there, all of us building our strategies. We'll be definitely sharing more information with you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. And I look forward to